it's time for the best coverage of high school football in the Valley. This is the best local sports show with sports anchor Blake Arthur and the News Channel 3 sports team.
Baby, I'm back. It's week 4 of high school football. Shadow Hill's not a surprise squad anymore. See if the Knights could get to 4-0 on the season. Also, looking to stay unbeaten, La Quinta on the road at Redlands. Plus, one road, 2 teams. It was cooking on Cook Street on a Friday night. Palm Desert hosting Murrieta Mesa, while Xavier Prep went for their first win of the year. Buckle up. High school football on the best local sports show starts right now.
It's your best local sports show with Blake Arthur. You already know what it is. It's David, baby. Xavier, baby. Let's go.
You're watching high school football, the best local sports show.
Welcome into the best local sports show. I'm sports director Blake Arthur. Good to be back here with you for high school football. And we start this week with Shadow Hills, who are just oozing with swagger right now. The Knights coming off that gutsy win over Great Oak last week, with a chance this week to be the only team in the Valley to get to 4-0. It was going down in the dungeon, as it usually does. Shadow Hills hosting winless Paloma Valley out of Menifee. It was homecoming night, so basically a big bash out there. A lot of fun to see the fans and the community come together for high school football. Some great shots by our chief photographer, Chris Tarpening. Awesome to have the fans back and football, and the Knights, Shadow Faithful, treated to a great game. They'd get on the board first here for the score. And then more Shadow Hills. The defense stepping up big. This defense has been stout all season. The Purple Monsters back to the offense. Heck of a grab here. Could be a play of the week nominee, but what a play by the Shadow offense moving the football down. More Ethan Garcia to his man. That's Padilla for the touchdown. Could be a play of the week as well. Yeah, flex on him, son. Flex on him. Celebration is on at Shadow Hills. They get it done, a shutout victory, 21-0 the final. Offense solid, defense stout. They stay perfect. Knights the only team in the Valley at 4-0.
4-0, baby. Let's go.
Yay!
Hey, 4-0, right? Yeah.
It always feels good after a win, but like I was, we have to be realistic and say we have to work on things. We got a long way to go.
4-0, it's a great feeling. My guys fought out week by week. Job's not finished though. Defense went out all out. Offense did their job. Running back, our freshmen got their first touchdown. It's a great team, man. We're not done. Christian's a great receiver. I trust him with every throw I have. And you're going to see a lot more of him in the upcoming weeks.
We're just working hard. We just keep grinding, man. I mean, like I said, we're being safe. We're trying to be as safe as we can. And we're going to follow the rules.
1, 2, 3,
Well, congratulations to head coach Alex Escabel and his team, 4-0. Wow. Now, La Quinta has been the other team who has maybe exceeded expectations. And look, I don't mean any disrespect by that. It's hard to handicap high school football. Plus, it's just not allowed. But I'll tell you what, LQ has kept the receipts. This program is out to prove that the Blackhawks, well, that their program is back and back in a big way. LQ had a tough test on the road at Redlands. Getting all stretched out. Get those hammies loose, boys. Gotta have the hammies, hips, get it all dialed in. LQ running the rock. They're a ground and pound football team. We know that. A program that likes to play fundamentally sound, just control the football, win in the trenches. This is Tommy Ansley, their quarterback. Look, he's shown throughout the season he's not afraid to tuck it and go and put his shoulder down. Big gain there for the first. Low-scoring football game, so points at a premium. Another big gain here, but incomplete. Some good defense by Redlands. That's home of the Robert Webster Redlands, that is. And then Ansley again showing what he could do on the ground. La Quinta would win this game 10-7. A gutsy and ugly grinded-out victory for the Blackhawks. But look, a win is a win is a win. They battle their way to stay unbeaten. Don't look now, but LQ 3-0 on the season. All right, we're just getting started with the show. Coming up, Palm Desert looks to stay on track against Murrieta Mesa. The Aztecs a chance to get to 3-1. Plus, Xavier Prep, they put it on Linfield Christian. Saints showing off their swagger and skill, picking up their first win of the season. You're watching high school football on the Best Local Sports Show.
You're watching high school football on the Best Local Sports Show.
Welcome back to the Best Local Sports Show, week 4 of the high school football season. But look, I want to go back to week 2. Palm Desert traveled to Utah, and the Aztecs lost. You know, not all losses, though, are bad. In fact, sometimes getting kicked in the teeth is exactly what a team needs. And I think that was a great learning moment for the Aztecs, a squad that their head coach, Shane McComb, says is the best team he's had since he's been at Palm Desert. And that's saying something, as we know, given that they've won a ton of games. At home against winless Murrieta Mesa, chance to get to 3-1. My man Bailey Arredondo out there capturing the footage. How about that? He's another BA. Love it. Biggest difference between these two teams, one's got Honey Joe and the other one doesn't. Number 5 in red. Friday night is the Joe Show's favorite stage. Palm Desert's up 7-0. Next drive, Daniel Carter. He's got his man wide open, finds Todd Shaw. Quick go route, nice gain. T.O.D.D. with the first down there. And Aztecs going back to the man, number 5. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, just feed it. Joe takes a screen all the way to the house. Credit the play calling and the blocking. Aztecs coaching staff keeping their squad locked in. But Murrieta Mesa would put some pressure on Palm Desert. They would respond with a touchdown here, but as we've seen throughout the years, this Aztec program, they play through adversity. They bounce back. And when you got number 5 in red, it's not a problem. He had 4 touchdowns in the first half, over 100 yards rushing and receiving. Aztecs win big 35-16. PD's won 2 straight following that loss in Utah. XAVIER Prep at home against LINFIELD Christian. Great spot for the Saints to get their first win of the season. And this was the Jarvis Crawford show. It's the Best Local Sports Show, we know that, but it was the best I've seen Crawford play. First offensive play for the Saints, house call. I mean, what a cut and what a run for Crawford. A few plays later, LINFIELD gonna punt. Crawford back to return and just enjoy the show. Makes a man miss, another man miss, and he would take it up the left side and he'd just make all the guys in white miss. That's a 3rd missed tackle. Here's 4, 5. I mean, if that's not play of the week winner, then I don't know what we're doing, because that's Jarvis Crawford and that man was balling. He said they don't want it. I don't doubt it. Saints got other weapons too. Ryder Ruiz fires that to QP. That's Quentin Pelham. Saints up 21-zip, still in the first quarter, but they were not done there, and neither was Crawford. Continuing his huge night, he went off for 4 touchdowns with over 200 all-purpose yards. And all of it, by the way, in the first half. Ruiz would finish with 2 passing, 1 rushing. They called the game in the second half because LINFIELD had too many injuries, but it wouldn't have mattered. Saints show out and they get their first win of the season, 56-7 the final. Nice win for XAVIER Prep. Now, we were expected to have highlights of Rancho Mirage, but as we reported earlier in the week, they were forced to cancel their game against Norte Vista due to COVID-19. Positive tests within the program for the Rattlers, which really is untimely given that Rancho was rolling 3-0 on the season, but it is what it is. Hopefully everyone is okay and they can get back on the field next week. Rancho scheduled to be home against Chaffey. We'll keep you posted on that situation as it develops. But unfortunately, Rancho Mirage not the only local team to have their game canceled this week. Going to have more on that in a moment. Plus, you don't want to miss our plays of the week. See which 3 have been nominated to be the best of the best. And we had some good ones this week. You know, I might be a little biased because I'm back, but I mean, hey, we had some plays of the week. You know what it is, Best Local Sports Show. Don't go anywhere. We're right back after the break.
You're watching the Best Local Sports Show on KESQ.
Welcome back to the Best Local Sports Show. Yucca Valley was supposed to finally debut their brand new stadium, a beautiful venue on the high desert for some high school football. Unfortunately, the game never happened. As we reported earlier, the Trojans got word that their opponent, Hamilton High School in Anza, forced to cancel the game due to COVID-19. We've seen this before this season. In fact, we saw it this week with Rancho Mirage. It's unlucky and unfortunate to say the least, but this virus is still out there. Yucca Valley currently 1-1 on the season, expected to get back on the field next Friday at Banning as they will start league play. Now, not far from Yucca Valley, of course, 29 Palms coming off a win in their season opener. Wildcats trying to get to 2-0. Coach Stanford, he said 29 would score on the first play. Well, not too bad. This is the second screen pass from Luke Sadu to Aiden Sullivan. He takes to the barn, 7-0, 48 seconds into the game. Next drive, Sadu hits P.J. Horn on the jump ball, and he breaks free for the touchdown there. Wildcats offense looking good. The all-gray unis, too. I kind of like those. I'm a big uni guy. Defense gets into the scoring. Caleb Sodegren with the pick, and he's going to go 70 yards, taking it the other way. That's a pick six. Heck of a play, and he makes sure he crosses the goal line there. Sadu again takes it himself on the quarterback draw, makes a couple guys miss. Oh yeah, stiff arm, get off me. Have some. All 29 all the time. Wildcats win big, 55-16 over Rubidoux. Shout out to my man Wes Williams making the trip up to the high desert. I hope he swung by Pappy and Harriet's, grabbed himself a cold beverage and some good grub. Wildcats 2-0 on the season. All right, let's look at some Week 4 scores, highlights we weren't able to get to. Palm Springs at night. How about the Tribe? They get it done 29-22. They win and improve to 2-1 on the season. And then Cathedral City, the Lions are legit, 61-14 over Paris as they move to 3-0. Look out, Cathedral City undefeated. Nice going for the Lions. All right, you might have noticed we had 7 games tonight, and our local teams won all 7 of them. How about that? Desert up. All right, finishing always with our plays of the week. Nominee number 1, the Joe Show. You know, in the business, this is called a melt, right? You know, you get about 3 of his highlights, and you just let the highlights breathe, let the video do the talking. Ani Joe, he let his play do the talking. Number 5 for Palm Desert. You know, it's NFL season this week, right? Fantasy-wise, Ani Joe, he's kind of like the old Darren Sproles, a modern-day Austin Eckler, Alvin Kamara. I mean, he's a receiving back, does it all. Ani Joe, nominee number 1. All right, number 2, Christian Padilla. How about the catch? Oh, yeah, hangs on, little bobble, and then my favorite part, he's like, yeah, I've been lifting. Ethan Garcia finds him. Christian Padilla secures it on the other end. Knights get to 4-0. That is nominee number 2, the Padilla catch for the score. Nominee number 3, it's my man, Jarvis Crawford. 4 touchdown night, including this punt return, which was simply special. A few great plays for our nominees this week, but only one can be our play of the week. So vote all weekend on our website. Just go to KESQ.com. The winner will be announced on Monday. We got Ani Joe, Christian Padilla, and my man Jarvis. He's too nice with it, Crawford. All right, I mentioned the NFL. We got college football Saturday as well. Big games coming up. Oregon travels to Ohio State. That's a battle of top 15 teams, the Ducks and the Bucks, and then USC at home against Stanford. And the NFL should be a lot of fun. Chargers and Rams with their games. Chargers travel to D.C. while the Rams will be at home against the Bears. That's it for this week's edition of the Best Local Sports Show. As always, thank you to our hardworking team behind the scenes, and thank you for watching. We'll see you next week for Week 5 of the high school football season.